I'm doing a review today of Slam Horse's new album. I received an advance copy ahead of the release date. Honestly, I couldn't get into it. I physically couldn't get into it. It was wrapped in some kind of shrink wrap with a security sticker on the top. I literally couldn't get into it for like 7 minutes. My wife was trying to open it. She broke a nail. And like, my cousin was trying to open it. He's one of those like Comic-Con guys with all those crazy like swords and fantasy knives. All have names that I don't understand. He like cracked the jewel case in 3 different places, cut off his sleeve, put a hole in my nice leather couch. I finally got it open and put it in the CD player. I couldn't listen to it. Literally, I couldn't listen to it because I put it in the CD player upside down. While my wife was trying to put it in correctly, I took a look at the CD booklet. I didn't even want to try to read those lyrics because it would have been so hard on my eyes when the lights suddenly went out, because the whole neighborhood was plunged into darkness after the power spike. From the lightning bolt, from the superstorm that was generated from the bizarre electromagnetic experiment the government has been doing in my backyard. So the firemen came to put out the fire. The transformer down the street, and while I was standing there making fun of the new fireman who was holding the hose wrong, I got to talking to this one guy, Joe, from down the street. Man, Joe's weird. I mean, anyone who has an illegal dolphin in his swimming pool has to be weird. That's the reason he has all the monkeys in his garage. Joe kept me talking longer than I wanted him to. When I finally came back home, I realized my next door neighbor had stolen my Slam Horse CD. So naturally, I called the police. They came out, but they really didn't do much because they failed to acquire the necessary search warrant that I specifically asked them to get. They also didn't bring the SWAT team, even though I told them it might help. I want to be clear, I haven't given up. I'm taking my neighbor to small claims court as soon as I have enough money saved up for that private investigator to prove my neighbor stole my Slam Horse CD. I mean, my neighbor's just mad because I did take some of his tomatoes from his garden and some carrots and green peppers and a lot of ears of corn, quite a few onions, and tons of squash, okay? And all the pink flamingos and gnomes from his yard, you know, from his garden, from the front porch, from like the side garden, maybe a few in the front yard, you know, just over the past few years. But it goes both ways, you know? He did kidnap my cat, Mike. I mean, I've got 2 cats. One ran away, and the other one's named Mike. My neighbor kept putting out food, like sandwiches and soup, and kept putting it closer and closer to his back door until he just lured Mike right into his house. Mike's been over there now for about 3 weeks. I can see him through the window when my neighbor's at work. I wanted to try to get him out of there, but my neighbor has a dog, a big dog, named Bully. The thing is, my cat Mike actually seems happier over there than he did at my house. I mean, I guess I should just be glad for him instead of being so selfish. That's what my therapist says anyway. But what does she know? She's not a veterinarian. So I haven't really yet heard the new Slam Horse album, you know, with all the fires that respond after the fire truck engine exploded, because they were, you know, trying to prove that you could cook eggs on an engine because it's so hot. I think where they went wrong was in using cooking oil. So I haven't been to small claims court yet because my private investigator went to Mexico because of all the drugs that he was selling to police officers. But I heard a rumor that there might be a lot of kazoos on the album. I'm not really sure, but I hope there are. I mean, kazoos are pretty cool. I read in the newspaper yesterday that Slam Horse CDs are getting stolen throughout the world. I guess people just can't resist taking them. There's a rumor that the Illuminati are taking them. 73% of all people are aliens. That's a fact. I recommend you buying at least, you know, 2 copies of the new Slam Horse CD, one to lock away just as a backup. I also recommend you get a good home security system. What good is having a Slam Horse CD if you can't protect it? I mean, my Slam Horse CD is over at my neighbor's house right now, along with my cat Mike and my new Kids on the Block poster, and my wife. So, you know, buy the new Slam Horse CD, make sure you get at least 2 copies. That way, if your wife takes one in the divorce, you still have an extra copy. Always thinking ahead. So I hope you liked my review of the new Slam Horse album. Subscribe to my page. Follow me on Twitter. Until next time, guys, I mean, I hope your life has more kazoos than mine.